Hey everybody, welcome back to Flag/Fan Friday. Hope you liked the Pakistan episode. So, as you know, there's the part where I talk about the little small mistakes we made in the video, or the things that didn't quite get mentioned in the video. For one, in Friend Zone, oh my goodness, we accidentally used Soviet flags instead of the China flag. I really should check that, sorry, ouch. Second, okay, this kind of threw me off. So, I actually kind of grew up around a small community of Pakistanis, and they told me it's pronounced Urdu, but I guess you can also kind of, in some ways, pronounce it Urdu. Urdu, I don't know. There's a lot of things I've heard. Also, it's Mirpur, not Miyapur. And there was a lot of stuff we didn't get to mention. I mean, the video was like over 19 minutes long. But one thing I kind of wanted to talk more about but didn't have time. For the longest time, Pakistan actually had a tribal autonomous region, but then it merged into the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province in 2018. We also didn't get to talk about one of the largest people groups in Pakistan, the Muhajirs. However, the word actually refers to just general immigrants, not any like specific minority group. Also, there's a small community of African descended people called the Sidi or Shidi. They mostly reside in Karachi. Pakistan is also the only Muslim nation in the world to host a research station in Antarctica. Let's see, what else do I have written here? They have the world's largest earth-filled dam, also the largest illegal gun market. They have these incredibly elaborately decorated buses called jingle trucks. There's also a blind river dolphin in the Indus River. And in addition, Pakistan usually ranks in the top 3 nations of hosting the most refugees in the world. Often they rank number 1. Let's see, over 1.5 million, mostly from Afghanistan. And there's a lot of other things we could have mentioned in the episode, but we don't really have too much time. If you know of anything, put it in the comments. Otherwise, we gotta move on. So, without further ado... Pakistan. It is definitely a country people talk about and have opinions on. For what it's worth, thank you Pakistani geography peeps Asia and Maha for being in the video. You were literally the only 2 people that sent in videos. Congrats, you 2 rock. In any case, the flag. The flag of Pakistan is a banner with a green field and white vertical stripe at the left hoist side. In the center lies a white crescent and star. The flag was inspired off the flag of the Muslim League, a political party back in the British India colonial times, whom got their inspiration from the Sultanate of Delhi, the Mughal Empire, and the flag of the Ottoman Empire, mixing the green color field and the crescent and star. The green represents Islam, the predominant religion of the country, whereas the white represents all the other religious minorities found there. The crescent and star also refer to the nation's commitment to Islam, but also it stands for progress and light. Keep in mind, prior to this, they were under the British as British India and all the other variant flags that came with it, like the East India Company, including one that was very similar to the flag of Hawaii. And prior to that, the area of where Pakistan lies now was subject to various other kingdoms and empires, like the Durrani Empire in the Kandahar area. There was a Sikh empire at one point, blah blah blah, all that stuff, history. Interesting side note, the Baluchi separatists, which kind of have like an active but not very strongly enforced separatist movement, they use this flag to represent the Baluchi people, and often they wave it during their cultural events or protests. Yeah, well, anyway, the national emblem. The national emblem of Pakistan symbolizes the ideological foundation of the nation based on things like economy and heritage. On the top, of course, lies a green crescent and star symbolizing Islam. In the center lies a shield with 4 sections containing cotton, wheat, tea, and jute, the 4 major crops of Pakistan's agricultural sector. On the sides of the emblem lies a wreath of jasmine branches with flowers, and at the bottom lies a scroll with the national motto reading in Urdu, Iman Ittihad Nazm, which means faith, unity, and discipline. Now it's interesting because each region or province or legislative body of government has their own emblem and flag as well, all printed in green. For example, Balochistan has 2 camels and mountains. Punjab, or Punjab I've been told, has wavy lines representing the Indus River, and so on. The only exception is Azad Kashmir. They have a flag that looks like this, representing the religions of the area as well as the snow-capped mountains and the Green Valley. They kind of decided to just do their own thing. So yeah, that is pretty much it. I guess that means you know what time it is. Geography fan mail time. Alright guys, so here we go, and before we start, we're gonna have another guest star come in. Oh no!
Oh no, that's what I said in the episode. If you didn't see it, right, you should watch it.
Alright, well, no, you know how we always start these off with postcards.
Alright, here we have a postcard from Taylor. They are from Wisconsin. That's awesome. I was born in Wisconsin, actually. They moved to Prague, Czech Republic, and we have a fantastic postcard from them.
Cecil, who lives in Japan. Oh, this is cool. Thomas, who's German but visited Barrel Nassau. I actually went to this place. It's that cool town split between Belgium and the Netherlands.
Josephina?
Wait, there's an L. No, I think that's an S. It's a backwards S.
Josephina from Poland. Laureates of the Nobel Prize on the front here. That's pretty cool.
All right, I'm so sorry it's hard to read your writing. I think your name is Suraya from India, the Aleppi Lighthouse.
You know who else lived in the lighthouse? Arthur Curry. Aquaman. All right, here we have a tasty looking postcard from Michael in South Bend, Indiana.
Serena, who sent this from Albania.
Henry sends this postcard from Arches National Park in Utah.
Have you been to Utah?
I haven't. I've been to Salt Lake City a couple times.
That's Utah.
Yep. All right, here we have a postcard from Declan and his fiancee Carla, who's from Canada. This postcard is from Glasgow.
This is from Simon. You're originally from Sweden. Oh no, you visited Greece. Okay, cool. Gotta love that greasy country.
Here we have a postcard from Long Island here. Unfortunately, you didn't write your name, so I can't give you a shout out, but hey, I can still thank you for the postcard. If you recognize this postcard, it's yours. Thank you so much.
Aiden, who is from Mexico. The card says Antigua, but he says I'm from something with a Q, Mexico. I feel like most Americans have either gone to Mexico or Canada.
Sorry, yeah, I've never been overseas, but I have been to Mexico.
Where should we take Noah?
Kurt from New Zealand sent us a postcard from the Chatham Islands. Pretty cool. They're visiting the island for the annual checkup of the Comprehensive Test Ban Treaty. It measures airborne radiation. Who knows? Maybe you'll end up with some superpowers at the end of it.
What kind of superpower would you like?
Powers would only work if you had other powers to accompany them. Let's say you had super strength.
Right.
You couldn't just punch a brick wall because you don't have vulnerability. So you still break your arm, but you could possibly break the wall.
Oh, so you really thought about this.
Same with flight. If you flew up too high, you would freeze.
I feel like moderate flight ability would be fun. You know,
right.
Just say 40 miles an hour, and you can only go like 100 feet in the air.
Hey,
that's sustainable.
That's thinking of it practically. That could work.
Anyway, this is a postcard that looks like a $100 bill. Alexi and Alexandra, who visited Tampa, Orlando, Florida. Yay. You guys are awesome. You guys have sent stuff before. I remember you guys. So thank you, Alexi and Alexandra.
All right, here we have a postcard from Vasconium, Berlin postcard.
And
this is from Checkpoint Charlie.
Yes.
An important part of the city's history.
There's a fly. Oh my god, I just killed it.
Look at that.
That's a superpower. Have you seen Cobra Kai, by the way?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's so good!
The first Karate Kid movie I ever saw was one with Hilary Swank.
Oh, jeez, that was so bad. Alright, so that's all the postcards. Now we do letters and packages. Hi, my name is Georgie. I've been watching Geography Now since the India episode, but I spent my formative years in Spain, in Albertera, Valencia. It's a beautiful mountain village with a Baroque church built in 1727. And he sent these really cool paella seasoning packets.
Now, for all those viewers out there, Paul, what is paella?
Paella is like a rice/seafood dish. It's a famous Spanish dish, and it's really good.
This says, hi Barbie, I'm Ian from Tennessee, and I recently visited Mauritius in the Indian Ocean off Africa. I picked you up some coffee and vanilla black tea. You know I like my coffee mixed with a lot of sugar.
You didn't tell us what you were doing in Mauritius. Why were you there?
Maybe you went there just for the coffee.
This is from Violet from Malaysia. Let me have Lego box. No, I think she just used the Lego box to hold something. Oh, I thought this was Legos.
This is pretty cool too. Now, I expect you to actually send us this Lego set.
A Harry Potter Lego set.
Shocker here too. I haven't actually seen all the Harry Potter movies.
Oh.
We have a postcard here. Hi, my name is Johan, and they are from the coastal city of
Stavanger.
Stavanger.
Yeah, that's Norway.
It's Norwegian chocolate. Let's see, the pin is something that they wear many Norwegians wear to the celebration of the Constitutional Day. This cheese slicer, shave with this. Gotta be so one of these guys.
I've seen these in Norway. They're so cool. You just really, you're right. It does look like a shaving blade.
Well, shave your skin off.
I'm bleeding. This is from Australia, and it's a book. Okay, and there's a Greek flag on the back. Building St. Tabitha's House, the story of a Greek Orthodox orphanage in Kenya. It's really cool. This is a book about an orphanage that you guys opened up in Kenya. Yeah, and each page of the book has a picture of the orphans and just a little thing that they wrote.
This is from Drew. He's from Memphis, Tennessee, and he's currently living in Osaka, Japan. Thank you, Drew, and thank you for this awesome card from Bhutan.
So fun fact, in order to visit Bhutan, you have to pay $250 every day because they are very exclusive with their visitors. We got this package sent from Estonia. Artur, not my friend Artur Rehi. Estonia. I'm just singing the Canadian anthem. Looks like we just got a bunch of Estonian snacks and candies. Hello, I really like your channel. Keep up the good work on making your videos. I'm from Estonia. I thought I would like to send you fan mail, so I sent some of the most known candy from Estonia. Estonia, Artur. What's your favorite candy, Noah?
You know what? I'm a big fan of Mike and Ike's and Sour Patch Kids.
Okay, I can understand Sour Patch, but Mike and Ike's? Really?
You don't like Mike and Ike's?
Those are the worst!
They are one of the best things ever.
But these, okay, you just stabbed the box. You guys know that I'm like watching my diet and everything. I can't eat any of this. You don't want to try any of these, Noah, do you? How are you with your diet?
I'm trying to not have any kind of sweets this week.
Thank you, Artur, but this is our kryptonite at the moment. Maybe I'll find someone else who can eat this. Thank you. We're Californians. Part of our job.
Your husband introduced you to the show. They are Indian by ethnicity, but was brought up in the Middle East and Oman mainly. Wishing you guys the best always. Big hugs from Yuhi.
Let's open up the box you stabbed.
Hopefully I didn't stab the merchandise.
It says for Keith. Pierre from Canada. Oh, it's maple syrup.
Maple syrup, 100%.
I thought I would send some postcards and a keychain, but also a bottle of dark maple syrup for Keith. Dark syrup is collected from the maple trees later in the spring, has a different, stronger flavor, but otherwise has the same sugar content, about 2/3 sugar. 2/3 of this is sugar? My
Well,
goodness.
let's sound of that. And somebody get us some pancakes or chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets with syrup?
Last package. What we got?
Let's stab it first.
You were like a centimeter away from my feet.
Sorry. Oh, this is from Kenny. Yeah, Kenny, we met you in Norway.
Kenny, I got your mug.
He cooks, and he's a chef, I believe, and he's from Denmark, but he's Swedish, but he lives in Denmark.
So it says, hey guys, sending you a bottle of each of my homemade barbecue sauce. P.S. The sauce is awesome with grilled chicken.
Alright, so that's just about it. Before we go, you know what time it is. Return address contest. So you guys know the deal. I put all of your return addresses in this bag. Noah will pick one out, and whoever wins gets a Geography Now notepad and button. And it's done.
Alright, you ready for it? Here we have Erwin from Austria.
Austria.
You win.
Erwin, you rock.
$10 million. Minus $10 million.
Ooh, bubble wrap. Alright guys, thank you so much for sending all this stuff. I love putting your home countries on display. Barbecue sauce is definitely going to be eaten, Mr. Kenny. Before we go, Noah, any last words?
Yeah, send us this Lego set because I was pretty looking forward to it, and I opened it up and not a Lego set.
How dare you disappoint us like that, Violet from Malaysia?